Good evening and welcome to my case study on Truman Elementary School. What do I know? Truman Elementary has grades pre-K through 8th grade. The population is 500 to 700 students. Approximately 15% of students get free or reduced lunch. Parents are concerned about the students' test scores and the level of reading instructions. The principal has asked the district reading supervisor to visit classroom, observe, and make recommendations for instructional improvement. What do I need to know? What is the school climate? What is the root cause of the problem? Do teachers have access to the data? Does the school have a leadership team? How does demographics affect the test results? Has the data been shared with the parents, especially the PTO? Identify the problem. There's been a decline in reading test scores for students at Truman Elementary. The parents are starting to complain about the lack of rigor in the reading curriculum for students' achievement. Most lessons are whole group instructions with little differentiation to meet the needs of small group or students in individual learning. The quality of learning and teaching is not rigorous enough to successfully prepare students for the next level of education. When a reading specialist visited the school, the observation and assessments were similar to those noted. What is my plan of action? Conduct a staff meeting and present data from the current and previous 2 years. Establish a team to analyze the data. Conduct professional development training to implement for implementation and analyzing data. Reorganize weekly planning schedule and conduct daily walkthroughs and timely observations. I would also monitor the appropriate use of strategies and the academic rigor to ensure that the implementation of the plan is going as projected. Resolve the issues based on promoting the success of all students. As a building administrator, the greatest need is to close the literacy gap by using pullouts to put the students in smaller groups to concentrate on their learning levels. The foremost factor and possible root cause to poor academic performance on the reading test is related to test endurance. As the principal, I will implement procedures to monitor the testing process by using bi-weekly assessments. I would also establish a testing committee to analyze the data being collected. Debrief the problem by reflecting on what you were thinking, feeling, and valuing. What I was thinking is a way to improve reading through co-teaching and collaboration among grade levels. I also was thinking of ways to encourage students by using word games on our computers in the classroom. I was thinking of implementing a reading club to promote reading and set a goal for the number of books read per week, with the winner receiving a prize. I was also feeling the need to construct a plan with my teachers that would bring immediate results. I was feeling pressure from the PTO to fix this problem. I knew we could fix it with consistent reviews of the content and planning. I was feeling we needed a team effort to attack this problem from all angles. What I valued was the fact that the parents from the PTO were concerned about their children's reading level. I also valued the fact that grades 7 and 8 are divided into teams. I could put them into quads and monitor their progress in the classroom with co-teaching. I was valuing the opportunity to improve the cohort learning process by putting them into subgroups. What are some unresolved issues that require further investigation? The concern of the PTO and the reading progress of the students. The request for grant funding with a free and reduced meal rate of only 15%. Addressing the 5% of the students that speak a primary language other than English, typically Spanish. Engaging family and the community in meaningful and reciprocal and mutually beneficial ways. I will conduct a community walk going door to door, passing out flyers detailing our plans to improve reading. I will send letters home inviting parents to attend a program for reading, improvement, and explain where we currently stand. I will serve them dinner and explain the testing process for reading and tell them that they can and tell them what they can do to help. While using the data to respond and communicate to a large community. I will meet with the PTO and address their concerns about the low reading test scores. I would also take my leadership team with me. I would invite all stakeholders to an open house at the school to discuss the district requirement for passing the reading test. I would tell parents to encourage their children to join the reading club at school to enhance their vocabulary. Use your knowledge of policy, law, and regulations to govern the school. I will communicate with the district reading specialist to gain knowledge on how to build a better reading program at Truman Elementary. I would inquire about funding for an after-school reading academy to assist students who are having difficulties with comprehension. I would reach out to my PTO for assistance with students who are having problems at home with reading. Establish an ongoing dialogue with decision makers outside the school. I will speak with some of the nonprofit organizations in the community for assistance with funding to start a reading program in the school. I will conduct quarterly community walks to meet with parents and business owners to bridge the communication gap. I will create an incentive program in the school that will promote positive academic progress for students and teachers. That is the end of my presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it. And here are the standards that cover it.